The female genital tract contains 5 parts. This includes vagina, uterus, the fallopian tubes, ovaries, and cervix, which connects the uterus with the vagina. On rotating the entire female genital tract to the lateral view and forming the long axis of the uterus and the vagina, we can easily see that an angle of 90 degrees is formed between them. The interior of the upper end of the vagina forms a circular groove that would surround the protruding cervix. This is known as the fornices of the vagina. Over here in the interior view, the lateral fornices are seen. On rotating the tract again to the lateral view, we can see the interior and the posterior fornix. The posterior fornix is a bit deeper than the interior one. Uterus is a childbearing organ in the female, which is also known as the womb. The parts of the uterus contains the fundus and the body. The body also has 2 lateral borders. It has 2 surfaces, the interior one which would be seen in this view and a posterior surface which is present over here. Now again, in the lateral view, we can see that an angle of 90 degrees was formed, which is known as the uterus is anteverted. Another term is also used, which is known as the anteflexion. This anteflexion is basically the angle which is formed between the long axis of the uterus and the long axis of the cervix. Uterus continues as a cervix. The cervix further contains the 3 parts, which are known as the internal os, external os, and a cervical canal which runs between them. Incorporating the skeletal element into this 3-dimensional view of the uterus, we can learn about the ligaments of the uterus. The first one is the uterosacral ligament. Another one is attached to the neck of the uterus, which is known as the transverse cervical ligament, also known as the cardinal ligament. The third ligament of the uterus is also known as the round ligament, which is present over here, which is highlighted in blue on both the sides. On adding the peritoneum within the 3-dimensional view of the female genital tract and going for the lateral view, we can see that the folds of peritoneum are formed, which are named as the interior ligament or the utrovesical fold of the peritoneum, and the posterior ligament, which is known as the rectovaginal fold of the peritoneum. Uterus is supported by the muscles, fibromuscular structures, and the ligaments. The ligaments include the pubocervical fascia, transverse cervical, which is also known as the cardinal ligament, uterosacral ligament, and the axis of the uterus. The main muscular support of the uterus contains the pelvic diaphragm. Pelvic diaphragm contains mainly the levator ani, which further contains the ischiococcygis, iliococcygis, and the pubococcygis. Fallopian tubes, also known as oviduct, uterine tubes, or the salpinx, are a tortuous duct which convey the oocyte from the ovary to the uterus. It has 4 parts, which includes the intramural part, isthmus, ampulla, and the infundibulum. Ampulla is that part where the fertilization occurs. The last part, which was known as infundibulum, contains several finger-like processes which are known as the fimbriae. Out of these fimbriae, one is the largest one, which is known as the ovarian fimbriae. If you like our videos, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, click the bell icon to get the latest updates. You can also follow us on the Facebook at Dr. Sain's official page. Thank you for watching.